Grand Rising, everyone. Grand Rising, Grand Rising. Thanks for jumping on today. My name is Eric, coming in from the Blanks Spot. The Blank Spot is a sublimation blanks supplier located in Columbia, South Carolina. And every Monday and Friday, we come on talking about business beyond crafting. So, today we're going to be talking about record keeping. Record keeping and why is it important? So, the topic is record keeping really that important? So do me a favor as you jump on, drop your city and state, double tap the screen, share the video, like the video, all that good stuff. Tag somebody who is a business owner because this is the part of the business that a lot of people don't like to deal with, don't like to talk about, don't like to discuss. Nevertheless, it is a part of business. So uh, let's see. Give me one hot second. Make sure my mic is on and mic'd up, and I am. Okay. So, for all you business owners out there, we're talking about record keeping. We're not talking about anything else right now but record keeping. So, if you're out there looking to find out about record keeping, um, this is going to be the time for you. If you have not subscribed to our YouTube channel, please go on and check us out at theblankspot.com. That's TheBlankSpot.com. That is our YouTube channel. Um, you can go back and look at replays of videos. You can go back and look at anything that's in the business area or even in the crafting area as far as sublimation. We have a playlist that we created that says Business Beyond Crafting. So once again, my name is Eric, coming in from Columbia, South Carolina. This is the Blank Spot. We are a sublimation blank supplier, but first and foremost, we are business owners. And let's just be honest, record keeping is really hard. Nobody really wants to do record keeping. Nobody wants to keep up with their records. But if you understand how important record keeping is and how it can benefit you in your business, as far as keeping up with your money, keeping up with your expenses, also helping you to lower your taxes legally, morally, and ethically, that's the part of business that a lot of people don't want to talk about and don't discuss. Now, I don't know if they don't talk about it because they don't understand it, or I don't know if they don't talk about it because they don't know how it works, or if they just don't think it's important. But that is not the part of business that actually keeps people coming back, record keeping, okay? But so let's talk about this. How well do you keep records? Why is it important to develop a good record keeping habit? Why is it important to develop a good record keeping habit? Well, it's important because everyone in business must keep good records if you're going to be in business. That's the bottom line up front. Um, it doesn't matter what type of business you are. If you're going to present your business to the IRS, if you're going to look at it and say, hey, you know what, I have these expenses, I want to lower my taxes, then it's going to be important that you keep records. You need to keep good records to monitor the progress of your business. Also, it helps you to show whether your business is improving. It shows which items you're selling. Take this platform right here. I'm pointing at TikTok. This platform right here, for example, there are a lot of people who have gotten involved with the new craze, or new to me, TikTok Shop. So they're getting involved with TikTok Shop, and a lot of people don't have any websites. Websites, in a sense, is going to help you. Most websites are going to help you to track your inventory. So you get a lot of people that are going viral on TikTok. They're selling a lot of things on TikTok, but they're not being able to keep up with the inventory. So in a sense, they cannot keep up with the output. So that's not going to do them any good if they oversell and they can't produce. So record keeping shows whether your business is improving, which items you are selling, and what changes you need to make. Good record keeping can increase the likelihood of your business's success. Okay. So another reason why record keeping is important. You need good records to prepare accurate financial statements. Once again, your financial statements, the profit and loss statements, the balance sheets. These statements are going to help you when dealing with banks, creditors, lenders, vendors, and anybody else who can help and aid and assist in you getting to the next level in your business. People are going to want to see that. Let's say you get to the position that you want to borrow some money for your business or against your business, or you even want to build business credit. You want to have records. You want to know what your influx is and what your outgoing is. Okay. Um, Another reason why record keeping is important. Um, it helps you to understand the importance of an income statement. an income statement. That's going to show the expenses of your business for any given period of time. It can be for, most likely is for a month or more, but you can go for the months, you can go by the quarters, half the years, or the whole years. Or you can go back in the past and look at the history to see where your business is going. A balance sheet is going to show your assets and your liabilities, also your equities in your business at a given time or point in your business. You can find this information, guys. If you're just jumping on, you can find this information in the replay on our YouTube channel, okay? Record keeping, good record keeping is going to help you to identify sources of your receipts. You're going to receive money from different areas. You're going to receive money from different customers. When you do jobs, whether they're large jobs or small jobs, you're going to receive that money. You want to keep those records to identify the sources of the receipts. So when you get ready to report your income to your tax professional that reports it to the IRS, then it's going to be important to help you to file good tax returns. Taxable receipts versus non-taxable receipts. There's this thing that's out there. People saying, hey, you know what? Keep all of your receipts. That is not true. Keeping all of your receipts that do not pertain to business can be a red flag and raise a red flag when you're actually dealing with the IRS. So you want to make sure you keep your business-related receipts for your business. If you want to keep your personal receipts, that's fine, but make sure you're separating them. You want to also keep all deductible and track all deductible expenses. Some people don't know what the deductible expenses are. We had a class last week or a live last week where we talked about common tax deductions. You can go back and look at the YouTube video in our playlist, Business Beyond Crafted, that talks about the common tax deductions, okay? Like I said, helping you to prepare your tax returns. Listen, I don't know how many people that are doing, who are content creators, who are influencers, who have hundreds of thousands or even millions of followers, hundreds of thousands or even millions of followers, and they're getting paid by these platforms. They're getting paid by these platforms, and little do they know that they are supposed to pay taxes on that money. Or I don't know if they're that naive to know that, but they need to pay taxes on that money. And some people are just not getting it. So keeping good records is going to help you to prepare your tax records, income, expenses, and any credits that you're going to report. I know all this sounds probably dull and boring and blah, blah, blah. I just want to make something. I just want to sell some things. I just want to make some money. But it's more important to keep the money that you make than it is to make the money, okay? You cannot just make the money and not have a plan to keep it. So that's going to be very important. Next, you want to choose the best system. You want to choose the best system. And we're going to pause right there. So, grand rising to everybody who is just jumping on. Do me a favor, if you have not done so, drop your city and state, like, share, and tag. This is the blank spot. My name is Eric, coming in from Columbia, South Carolina, and we are talking about record keeping. Is it really that important? Think about it. So now, for those of you who are business owners, you may find this very important. For those of you who are side hustlers, it may not seem as important. For those of you who are transitioning from a job to a business and business ownership, and you're wearing all the hats, pay attention, because this information is going to probably save a lot of people. What is the best record keeping system? Well, let's start with the not best record keeping system. The worst thing that you can do is not keep records. That's the worst thing you can do. The worst thing that you can do for your business is not to keep records, okay? The second worst thing to do is to keep receipts in a piled up bag, in a shoebox, in a drawer, somewhere stacked to the side to where those receipts can be lost, can be damaged by water, damaged by fire, damaged by mildew, or just simply fade. That's the second worst thing to do. The third worst thing to do, and I'm just telling people, okay, I'm just saying this. The third worst thing to do is to keep your records on an Excel spreadsheet only. Okay, some people are old school, and that's the excuse that they use for not using record keeping software. But to only keep your records on an Excel spreadsheet is the third worst thing to do. Why? I'll tell you why. For one, it's tedious. Okay, it takes a lot of time. Number two, you find your time spending a lot of time creating formulas to add up the amounts and the totals in the verified column. Because you can do it, that doesn't mean it's the best way to do it. Also, keeping your records on an Excel spreadsheet is a single point of failure if you have no backup plan. Backing it up to your hard drive is not good. Printing it out every day is not a bad idea, but having an external hard drive device to back it up to is also a great idea. But to the people who just want to do it their way, I encourage you to continue to do what you're doing. But sooner or later, that device is going to die out. Sooner or later, that computer that you are using as a backup is going to die out. Sooner or later, the external hard drive that you're using is not going to be able to be read. It's going to need some updates. It's going to outgrow the technology, and that is what happens. That's what happens. So for people who are stubborn and who are set on doing it their ways and keeping the records their ways, fine. Be great, and I wish you all the best. However, you have to understand that you have to keep records in a system or a way that you can go back and retrieve those records. Using a record keeping software is going to allow you to do that because your records are kept on a server. Your records are hosted on a server. Now, you may not understand what I'm talking about. You may not understand exactly what's going on, but if you have email, you're able to click on your email. You're able to see your different emails on your account. Now, those emails are not on your computer. Those emails are not on your device. They're not on your phone. They're not on your tablet. They're not on your laptop. They're not on your PC. Those emails are hosted on an email server. And every time you click, you're able to go back and retrieve those emails. The same concept works for your record keeping software when you're using a record keeping software, digital software. So that is very important to understand. If you happen to lose your receipts, if you happen to lose your records, if you have no documentation, if you have nothing, and it's time to file taxes, the IRS does not care. They can give a flying hoot if you lost your stuff in an accident, in a fire, water damage. They don't care. And somebody out there knows somebody who this has happened to. The IRS does not care whether it's personal taxes or tax records or whether it's business taxes or tax records. They don't care if you've lost everything. They don't care if you can't retrieve it. They don't care if your hard drive has been corrupted and that's where you're keeping your records. They want to see records. They want proof. Documentation beats conversation. And that's the bottom line. Okay. So, give me 1 second. So with that being said, this is basically all that needs to happen. Okay, this is basically all that needs to happen. The whole idea behind what you're doing is you got to keep good records for your business. Choose a system that works. Choose a system that makes sense, and you will have some success. So my name is Eric, coming in from Columbia, South Carolina. This is the Blank Spot. We're a sublimation blanks and supply store located in Columbia, South Carolina. Feel free to check us out. Go back and check out our channel to see the review and the replay. Like I always say, when you know better, that's when you have the ability to do better. And the only knowledge that's powerful is properly applied knowledge. You guys take care. Peace.